My controller won't connect. Why is your anime man in dab in jail? What? He's not dabbing jailed, he's just dabbing propertied. That's all. Sorry, my controller is like not working. There we go. If you look at Fengzu's student's background, that's sort of the rough scale I'm talking about. It's a little bit hard for me to look it up right this moment. Remind me during break and I'll check it out. Your copyright protection looks like a cage. That was funny. I mean, wouldn't you want to cage such a handsome-looking anime man? Sorry, Tim. Sorry. Not trying to be that down bad. Gotta be professional with clients. If I ever cross your boundaries as a client, let me know, eh? We're gonna dial it back. No issues. Oh, you know who's another manga artist that freehands backgrounds like a fucking monster? The artist for Promise Neverland. If you check out their Twitter right now, they post one illustration, and I mean like fully colored illustration a day. That person is an absolute beast. And I've heard also word-to-mouth rumors when I was in manga school about this person. I forgot what their name was. It's a very silly, cute name. But essentially, this person was such a lover of art. Art was so ingrained in their life that while they were working on Promise Neverland, sometimes they would get the sudden inspiration or need to draw something else. Demi, yeah. And what they would do is they would kick their assistants out, even though it's like 10 a.m. at the beginning of their shift. They're like, yep, I got inspiration to draw something else, so everyone can leave now. Goodbye. They would proceed to spend the entire day just drawing whatever else that was not part of the work. Like this absolute beast. Who has time to have a weekly weekly manga and just say goodbye to their assistants on the spot? Like, okay guys, I'm motivated to do something else, so bye-bye. I wish. And this rumor that I heard only got strengthened by the mere fact that this illustrator has been posting one full illustration. It's not just like one character on a white background, it's like a full world setting with an intricate background and all that shit once a day or once every 2 days consistently for years now. Go look on their Twitter. Go right now. Go check it. Like it's... Sorry, you guys should be working, but oh my god, this person's a beast. Man was not content with weekly manga. Yeah, they needed more. But honestly, all the love to them for that. To be able to draw on a weekly basis the way that they do, despite the stress of it all, and to still be like, this is not enough. I need more. I need to draw more. You know how they, well, some of you might not know, Hamilton, the musical? In the lyrics of the songs, they would often say that Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton, was writing as if he was running out of time. And I think Demizu Sensei is like the similar vibe where it's like they be drawing as if they're running out of time. The late message got caught up at work. No worries about the comments. You're chilling down. Gotcha. Also, no worries. Man, Demizu just loves art all day. Exactly. What software are you using? I am using Clip Studio. Again, appreciate the names, yeah. I want to find some artists. I'd love to talk to them about that. To talk to them about that? Ooh, okay. Honestly, kind of makes me wonder if Shogun does backgrounds freehand like that. Shogun. So I'll type it in just. I'll write it in just a second. So Shogun is written Like this. I don't remember if it's the name of the artist or if it's the name of their webtoon. I think it's the name of their webtoon. But yeah, they really mastered the art of getting stuff done quickly. What I've been doing lately is also dab art trade and joining collab. I think it's fun and helps me get support, at least on Instagram. Why there? It's difficult. It's difficult. Of course. Oh, I need the references for this real quick. Let's see. Profile, wait. This one, I think? Yes.死にそう。マジで死にそう。うわー。うわー。うわー。Ah, didn't mean to do that. I mean, heck, let's just do that. Open it. Open sesame. There we go. Ah, that's not sesame. That's his evil brother. There we go. Ah, yes. Oh, hi Anna, how's it going? Nope, that's not gonna do it. Wow. Ruby Rose, ¿lo viste? No, no lo vi. Estoy segura si es un anime o una animación 3D. Ah, no importa qué palabra le pongan, ¿verdad? There's a new framework I want to propose. It's radically different from perspective. It uses different axioms to essentially construct space. No horizon line or vanishing points needed. Ooh. Getting other artists' opinion on that would be very useful since it needs to be codified and hopefully it can be teachable. The current perspective stuff is really old. Ooh. Get me in on that. Shit. I don't know what... no, axioms is a set of rules that we all acknowledge that it's like just... That's how we based off our knowledge, right? Although, when it comes to Vanica, I do have doubts that it's going to be easy to talk to him concerning those things. Last I remember, his English was very conversational, and discussing stuff like axioms might be a little bit difficult. But granted, it has been a couple years. There is place for improvement. I'm not gonna lie, this is the first time I actually zoomed onto the facial references for this model. And I realized there's different ways to approach the hair. Oh no. Break time. Okay guys, you know what break time means. It means it is time to disconnect from your work just for 5 minutes. Take a moment to hydrate. Take some water. If you don't have water, it's fine. Stretch them toes, them fingertips, that shoulder, that tight shoulder, you know, that one that's been bothering you for the past 35 minutes. Save your work. Don't forget about that one, that's really important. And give yourself some 5 minutes. Ugh. Yeah, exactly. Bayes' assumptions, simple ones that eventually produce very complex set of things. I learned the word axiom just recently, so I was like, ooh, I know that word. I really like the co-work experience. It kind of makes me feel accountable to start drawing as well, and it's a nice and cozy vibe in the middle of the night. You know, I'm not sure as to how much of a good idea it is, but kind of want to try this thing where I invite people to show their progress of the day. Right? So if you're working alongside the stream, once you're done with work, you are free to just show your work at the end of the Pomodoro. And that, or we limit it to the people who are able to work until the very end of the stream. And then I'm like, before closing off, like, guys, let's share what we've been working on today, if it's possible. It's kind of hard to get a proper system, right? Because like Time zones exist. Some people cannot stay until the end. What do you guys think about that? Would you like an opportunity to just like show your work to everyone in chat? I need to think of a way to like allow the expression of it. Maybe like in the server, y'all can just post it in a specific chat section. On stream or in server. Server would definitely be easier. Dab, I noticed your voice is deeper today, a deeper tone, or maybe it's just me imagining it. It's still pretty. Thank you. I don't think my voice sounds all that different today. Maybe it's the stress. It's the FZD school background line drawings today. By the way, the FZD school background line. What? What? I see it on the server. It's not there yet. It's not there yet. Chill. Whoa. Give it a second. I'm not. I'm just like I'm just bringing up the idea. Nothing has been made so far. And my hesitation is like, I don't know what you guys are working on all the time. Like, surely there's maybe a handful of you guys working on drawings, but sometimes, you know, maybe you're just working on your essay and it's not something you want to show. I don't know. Thank you. Whew. Makes me wonder. Oh, right. That's the thing that you wanted me to look up earlier, right? Let me look it up right now. Oh, did it not copy? Why is it not pasting? Oh no, don't tell me it's not working again. Fuck. Sorry, my keyboard's control key broke again. Damn it, stop! Stop! I can't go through this again! Oh my god! Ah! Sorry, this is distressing me. Ah. I'm just gonna disconnect my keyboard at this point. 1 second. Will I regret it? Perhaps. Don't worry about it if it's too much trouble. I managed to open it. That's the thing. I managed to open the Google search, but whenever I try clicking on an image, it opens on a different tab because the control key is stuck. And I am severely distressed. I can't even zoom in onto it because or scroll. I can't even scroll on my browser because if I scroll it starts zooming in. It wasn't even my keyboard. I disconnected my keyboard and it's still doing it with the mouse. Oh. God dang it. That would be the FN key, right? Stop! 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 Oh my god! No! This keyboard issue is distressing. Okay, no more keyboard for the day. What is when I'm streaming too? Alright, I need the references. There we go. Did I mention that we're back on work session? I think I did. In case I didn't, everyone, it's back on the work session. Get back to your workstation. Ah. Get back to work or get whipped. Listen, the thing is, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some people out there that, if anything, would rather get whipped. So, either take it as a punishment or a reward, but everyone getting whipped anyways. Get back to work. Oh my god. I, for a fact, would like to... I'd be amongst those people. Is it that I would like to get whipped? No, it isn't. But honestly, today is just not the best of work days. Come on. No way. I smelled cap. I'm gonna get back to work then. I'm just gonna say, it really is severely dependent on who holds the whip for me. If the character is hot enough, be my guess. I think most artists are probably low-key masochists. Oh, absolutely. I remember seeing the most cursed of posts. Okay, no, I'm just heads up. I'm gonna say something incredibly not safe for work. If I am on speakers and you are at work, mute for the next 2 minutes. Be safe. If you are underage, mute for the next 5 minutes. In fact, unsubscribe. This is not a safe split. This is not a space. Oh, this is not a safe space for kids. If anything, I am debating making my entire channel 18 plus at the expense of perhaps getting people have the weird idea, the wrong idea, or YouTube severely cutting down on my my exposures. But the 2 minutes are running out. What was I gonna say again? Right, I saw this post of someone saying, I recently found out that life is suffering or something, but I'm a masochist, and therefore I take it as... what was it? Like, when I'm going through something hard, I just think it's making me harder. Oh, shit. And I was like, ah, yes, the true words of a masochist. Oh, God. Like, even if I was live, I would take a step back. I'd be like, dude, chill. Like, even I would be hesitant to make this person's life hard from here on out. Like, dude, you're not supposed to enjoy it. You're not. There's the girls. There's the girlies who say God give their hardest challenges to their warriors or their more faithful warrior or some shit like that, right? And then there's this guy. Life is nothing but a kink to me. How's it going, Dieter? Should I share you my other art I've gotten? Ooh, yeah, go ahead. You can either show me on VGen, or if you're gonna put it in chat, make sure you give the proper credits. We need link. Also, let me just say, Tim, I love your design with my entire heart and soul. It's such a nice, warm design. It's so cute. It's giving hot, it's giving cute, it's giving all sorts of nice flavors. But also, the play on the symbolism of the Daruma, oh, wonderful. Ah, I love it. Ah, here goes my earphone, 1 second. But the other one was charging, so we are amazing, we're good. Toughest challenge to his strongest soldiers. Yes, that's what it was. Thank you. God's strongest warriors, the king of masochists. Shh, shh, guys. None safe for work. We gotta keep it chill. We gotta keep it PG, you know? Especially in chat. I'm gonna have to crop this out after the VOD is out. Damn it. I'm not gonna crop it out. Damn it. I refuse. Too much work. What was I saying about Tim's design? Oh yeah, the Dharma design is so nice. I remember looking more into like the design, the idea behind the Dharma, and got a little bit disturbed, not gonna lie. This was before this commission, by the way. I got my own Dharma on my desk. But I got curious. I was like, what's behind this? And apparently it was this guy that was so intent on reaching the bodhisattva state, I think, if I remember well, that he did everything in his powers, would stay up day and night trying to reach enlightenment. And he had this very stern look on his face, right? But to ensure that he would not even fall asleep, that every hour of his life was spent towards enlightenment, he gore warning. You have 5 seconds to mute the stream for 10-15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He cut off his eyelids, and to ensure that would never fall asleep. He would never be caught lacking. So that's why, like, he now embodies the idea of dedication. I really like that. I think it's really nice. Other than that fact. Light work, easy. I did my best along with my designer Mama to influence as much as I could the whole trinket and Dharma design. It's really, really nice. Should I make grilled cheese, a quesadilla, or a crunch wrap for dinner? With either pork or brisket. Quesadilla with pork or brisket? Bet. Brisket quesadilla, I say. Loki kind of just tempted to make a poll in chat to see what this person should eat. Wait, who was it? Ah, right, my keyboard don't work. I can't scroll. Dieter. Just so tempted to make a poll, but my keyboard. Oh, dang it. Oh, I can't. My keyboard's broken. But therefore, I will say my word wins. Quesadilla it is. So I have run through an issue where I have opened these Type B commissions, right? This is also a Type B commission. And the point of Type B is that it's kind of like a sketch, like a very clean sketch. The line art is a little bit on the messier side of things. Barely. The shading is minimal. But I've been having so much fun drawing that every single commission I tend to overdo it. and I need to maintain the quality across all the commissions I get, right? So now I just like accidentally upped the level of quality for this commission that was meant to be a little bit more affordable, lesser quality than other works. I don't know how to go back on that. It's just so fun. Ooh, gotta be careful with the line art here. If I concentrate too much, the line art quality is gonna be very different from one to the other. That's too big! That's too thick, too! Wait, Sadek, ah. Ah. There you go. Hi, Kay, how's it going? Right, I need to send you the final work. Let me put a note on myself. Let me put a note somewhere to give you the final version of your commission. Upload. Right, my keyboard isn't working. End me. Just make it quick, make it swift. Oh man. Oh, this is a very pesky situation. Dab and pen? The thing is, like, it's not... It's my computer and what I'm drawing on are two different things right now. Press the shift key 5 times. Aha. Okay, that didn't work. Aha. Why? Tell me why? Nothing but a heartache. Tell me why? Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why? What if? Okay, what if? Okay, that's not gonna work. That's not working either. Oh. Damn, I don't know how to fix this. It's definitely a setting on my keyboard. Okay, I'll just write it on paper. Let's see. Ooh. Oops. Okay, like to do rigging notes. Perfect. So, stuff that we have to do today, later, are the following. Send commission to King. Respond to emails. What else? What else? What else? Also, let me catch up with the chat real quick. JK, but that's fucking nuts. Dude, did what? Is that an actual real story though? Well, it's the same thing as saying like, did... No, I mean... It's like, can you really think that... Oh no, wait, I can't say stuff. Wait, I'm gonna be very, very religiously problematic. It is part of the Buddhism lore. Like the can I say that the Buddhism lore? Now, is it true? Is it not? Who knows? But I will say there has been sarcophagus, like statues of Buddha found with monks in them that was later found out that they were buried alive in there, and they seem to really much so consensually got into there. So maybe it's real. It could be real. Did he reach enlightenment? Is enlightenment a real thing? We could argue this, like, we could argue just as much with other religions, such as, has Jesus really come out, like, come back from the dead? That's really up to debate and up to your own fate at that point. Not saying it didn't happen, not saying that it did happen, I'm just saying that it's really, it's facts in history that... Facts? It's stuff that happened word to mouth after generations. And it's really up to the individual to figure out how they decide to interpret information that they've gotten from others. If you're really enjoying it though, that's all that really matters. Are we talking... Wait. Break time. Wait. If you're enjoying what now? Piercings look good on characters. I like the expression for some reason. Maybe it's because it looks great in your style. Thank you. I don't know. In my opinion, going above and beyond, honestly, is the best motto. People really remember that. Oh, you're talking about my commissions earlier. Sorry. Like, if you're enjoying it, that's all that matters. Going above and beyond is honestly his best motto. It's good motto when it's actually like beneficial to you. For me, it's beneficial one way, not the other. It's beneficial, like it's fun, it fills me with motivation, creativity. It's less fun when you think about how much time is put into these works versus the financial benefit behind it. Because at the end of the day, this is what I'm doing full time. So I unfortunately shouldn't really just put my every cent and every ounce of sweat into every single work. Well, personally, there's two sides to it, right? There's the personal aspect where it's like I'm putting way too much onto something that doesn't give back as much as it should. But also there's the aspect that maybe, who knows, the client maybe requested this specific commission because that's what they wanted rather than the other style, right? Like, sure, the other style is more expensive, but more expensive does not always equal what you need or what you want. I gotta be careful with that. I remember I had this commission where I requested something very specific. I had something very specific in mind. I'll give a little bit of details, but I don't want to give any names or anything. But essentially, it was supposed to be a half body, no backgrounds. I wanted to use it as a sprite for other occasions. But then the artist I was working with was like, listen, I'm gonna make it a full body for you with a background, and the character is gonna be interacting with that background. So I was like, that's very sweet of you, and I'm happy that like my design is really inspiring to you, really makes you want to go out above and beyond. But that's not what I asked for. Like, now, because you added a background to it, I can't use it as a sprite anymore because it's interacting with the background, and it would look weird without the background, and it's like, oh, but at the end of the day, I did let it slide because, like, listen, I was struggling a lot with motivation at work, and just to think that my character design managed to make someone feel that motivated and that creative, I was like, you know what, it's fine. At the end of the day, like, if you like it, if it really, like, it's pushing you out there, be my guest. But then other stuff happened afterwards where it's like, oh, okay, now it's just becoming a transgression. What you drawing on? Sorry, did I respond? I'm working on a commission for Tim Video. Very handsome man. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to do that. 1 second. Didn't mean to do that either. Where are we? There you go. Sorry, I'm struggling. We're working on line art for this drawing over here. Gone to 2 other streams. 3 voted quesadilla. 2 out of 3 with briskets. Ooh. Quesadilla with brisket win. I'm telling you, I know. I have lost my green pen and now I have snapped my ruler. Fuck my life. That's not fuck my life. FMI. FMI. Fuck my intwists. Fuck my... What's an I word? Fuck my... inquisitive mind. The Buddhism lore is so funny, I like it. It sure is. I remember when people were shocked to find out that Buddha had a wife and kids. It's like, Buddha got game? Like, yeah, he did, and he was rich too. I heard Jesus went to France. Really? Shit! That would be traveling. He was on tour. Did you see the link, Dabin? I have not. Let's go see. Oh, we have 2 seconds to the break. Oh no, I can't click on... I'll try to go on VGen, but my... Oh, wait. Did you not send it on VGen? What'd you send it on? That's true. Japanese employees, in my experience, really appreciate that. The above and beyond? Wait. Sorry, I'm losing track of the chat. Did you see the link? I don't know where the link is, but also, like, my keyboard is not working. My control key is, like, forever stuck. So I can't interact much with my computer. If I'm trying to scroll on my chat right now, I have to click on the scroll bar. Ah! I lost it. Ah, shit. It's a mess. I'm sorry. I have been burnt by commissions before. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, you have to be careful about that. Matching intent is very important. Yeah. Again, I had no issues at first. It was like, I'm looking to look past that as long as the work gets done. But now, stuff afterwards, like, on top of all of that, kind of piled up, where to a degree where it was just no longer acceptable. It was like, yeah, I commissioned for something very specific, and now you are offering anything but what I commissioned. So we're just gonna walk away from that. Thank you very much. But yeah, I also understand that the artist was going through some very rough things, and it's like, I would have loved to be more understanding, but I was also going through a lot of therapy work as to understanding to what extent is it okay to allow transgressions, and to what extent is it a point where you just say enough, right? I kind of tweeted about it as Iyase Shion, where there is this, I think it was a TikTok that was trending, where it was this guy saying to have more empathy towards people, because who knows, they might be not so nice to you because something else is happening. For example, my coworker is ignoring me today, or my coworker is being a bitch, but things must be going rough at home. Let's have some empathy. Let's have some patience with them. And I responded, like, it's great to have empathy towards people, but at the same time, you also need to ask yourself, like, to what extent are you willing to be patient with this person? Like, sure, if you have the space within you to be patient, then be patient. But if it's to a point where it's affecting you, and then you are absolutely allowed to say, like, enough, right? But also, one thing is to be impatient. One thing is to be patient. The other thing is to allow the other person to be responsible and accountable for how they handle their stressful situation. Like, I can be a bitch all I want, right? But I cannot excuse my behavior by saying, like, oh, I've had a bad day. Like, no, that's not an excuse. That's a reason. That's not an excuse, right? So yeah, I'm kind of yapping at this point, but Seller was making portrait bust-ups. I said I wanted one with this pose from their previous works. They sent a completely different pose that that just wasn't as good as the one in their commission sheet. Like, it was really unflattering angles for my blorbo. One thing though, I'll say, I don't know the details, but I do try really hard not to repeat poses when it comes to commissions, because everyone's commissioning me for something unique, right? And it would be a shame for me to just repeat pose. That's why, like, the next commission I'm going to be sketching, I don't know if I'll have time today. I really wish I would, but maybe not. Maybe next stream. Essentially, it's a really cute oh my god, a really cute girl doing a peace sign. Unfortunately, the poses references that she sent me was identical to a pose that I did just a couple commissions ago of another individual doing a peace sign. And I was like, oh no, oh no, I can't do that. Like, especially when the angle and everything is very similar. Like, sure, it's gonna be an entirely different character, different facial proportions and all that, but it's just not something I want to do. But you have been very clear from what I understand, where you say you want this pose and you want this character design, and if they didn't comply with it, yeah, I understand why you would be frustrated with that. It was fuck my life, just a typo. Fuck my intuitive mind. Jesus is buried in Japan. I keep forgetting what IRC means, but okay, gotcha. Jesus is born Jerusalem, died anime boy. Gotcha. That's probably why he was revived, you know? Like, he got isekai'd, or... No, isekai is a different thing. Maybe he did get isekai'd if he's, like, reborn in paradise. Was Jesus the first isekai'er? Yeah, going above and beyond when they can see the passion in your work. Yeah, big no-no. If it helps, use 3 strikes rule. Yeah, I definitely did the 3 strikes. But I try to maintain a 3 strikes, but I also make it very clear with people, at least like in a non-professional settings. I will say, I tend to do 3 strikes, but listen, it's not exclusive, or it's not inclusive. So who knows, you might be the exception. You might be the 1 strikeout. My link must have been deleted in chat. Don't worry about it. But the thing is, the app I'm using to look at the chat does not actually. It says that a message has been deleted, but it doesn't actually delete it. So I don't know. I haven't seen it. They also forgot to draw a mouth on a prior commission. I don't use them anymore. A mouth? How do you forget an entire mouth? I just realized, Evan, that I need to improve when painting water. It ends up as something luminous. It's complicated. I don't even want to try testing water out. Julian Loki, hi, welcome back. Technically, we should be working. I kind of got sidetracked a little bit. The chat is going crazy. A lot of stuff is happening right now. The lore in the town of Japan where Jesus is buried is that it was his brother that took the... Ooh, and Jesus noped out to Japan, lived there for another 40 years in Shingo Village. Oh my god! And we just forgot his brother's name? Damn! Forever forgotten. Man, talk about a golden child. But also, I would like to say a special thanks to everyone here, because I do feel like I fumbled a little bit when I started talking about Buddhism and Christianity. Like I was trying to say something and then kind of said something slightly problematic that wasn't even related properly to the subject, and like I just appreciate that you understand that there wasn't like any ill will or anything. It was just me fumbling on my words. Really appreciate it. Jesus to electric bungalow. Oh my god. Hi, what are you doing? Welcome, Mark Alvis. Oops. Oh, my phone is running out of battery. We are drawing. We are working on a commission for Tim Video, who seems to be driving right now. So, listen, texting and driving is a big no-no. We don't do that. Shout out to the anime saint Young Me. I must have not sent the first time then. My apologies. No worries. Although, yeah, I might have to look at it after the stream because, as I mentioned, my keyboard is being very uncooperative right now. So I'm noticing that this is the wrong shape for this neck piece. And then it goes down, so we're just gonna follow through with it. You're all good. Shout out to the anime. Oh, already read that. No driving now. Be good. Gotcha, gotcha. What is your commission waiting list like right now for Type B? It's it's not necessarily like a waiting list per types, because at the end of the day, I'm working on all of them at once, right? But I would say, last I checked, there was about 9 commissions at once. I think that's what it was. And from what it looks like, it does seem like the next I'll be able to get started on a commission is looking to be around September onwards. Which I am trying my darn best to get done faster than that. At least make it by August, you know? many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. I might like you to draw my baby. He's a hot bunny. Wait, yeah. Stop, you're tempting me. Stop. But yeah, absolutely. If you're interested in my commissions, you can check out my VGen. If you're... No, you're on Twitch. I believe it's linked if you do the command CM or command commission. Or it should also be in the about section somewhere in my links. I wish I could show it myself with my keyboard. My keyboard. Michelle. I keep saying my keyboard. It's not my keyboard, it's Windows. It's definitely Windows. If I disconnect my keyboard altogether, erase it from the Bluetooth registry, and it's still acting weird whenever I click on my mouse, it has to be my keyboard, right? Or it has to be Windows, right? I'm not crazy. Money and Hot Bunny Man? What's not to like? I know, right? I remember, and I saw on Twitter recently, there was this art book collaboration. I forgot how they're called. But the theme was bunny girl? Like bunny girl suits? Oh man, what a time to be alive. That's all I gotta say. That also reminds me of, was it Love in Deep Space? When it first came out, one of the first events was Seiya. Was his name? Was that his name, Seiya? I think the English name is Xavier. Where wearing a bunny suit and getting women handled around, you know? Would I get notified if you did it on stream? I am always down to see my baby come to life in real life. Would you get notified? Do you mean like, would I go out of my way to notify you? Or... Because what I tend to do is, I just put it in the title. I put your Twitch name on the title whenever I can. If I'm working on multiple commissions, then maybe not. But if you want me to go out of my way to notify you, I can definitely do that. Like, listen, at that point you become my boss. You be throwing money at me? Of course, boss. Anything for you, boss. I sent it in VGen too if it makes it easier with the messy keyboard. Maybe we'll see. I see it, I click on it. Oh, good lord, mom. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, it looks so good. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my god. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah. Sorry. Sorry, I'm drooling a little. Oh my god. Nice. All the down bad shit I can say, but I need to hold myself back because it's a client. Oh my god. Sorry, like, if you allow me, it's not just you, I promise you. If, Lippy is still there. They can attest. They can vouch for me. Whenever I get the chance, whenever it's politically correct for me to do so, I will be down bad for anything that lives and breathes. Breathes like oxygen, okay? Not breathing the other type, you know? Well, that too, I guess. It's easier to do it with my OCs. It's easier to do it with characters that are like public domain, you know, like anime characters or something. But if it's like a VTuber where there's a person behind it and all that, it's like, ooh, gotta stay respectful. Gotta stay to an extent that like the person is comfortable with. Here's a goofy one they made in the process. Oh, let's go see. Oh, that's adorable. Walkies. Oh my god. You're reminding me that I have not been taking proper walkies. I need to go take some proper walkies. Also, let me make some advancements over here. Okay, yeah, so it is a second piece below it that goes over here. By the way, next break, I will go on the break screen. I won't take those little 5 minutes to myself because I don't think my butt cheeks can handle being sat down in this position much longer. Submissive and breathable. Reminds me of this other post I saw recently where I think it was this adult saying, what with kids these days and saying that they're submissive and breedable? Like, you should be working on your homework and ensuring that it's submitted and readable. It's like, oh my god. The wording, it's poetry at this point. I love it. Are you submitted and readable? For the right person, I am. I remember when I first started seeing people call themselves breedable, and I'm like, what? What is this? Y'all need Jesus. Peak writing, I know. Both my keyboard and mouse just stopped working. I had to take them out of the dock and plug them directly into my laptop. I wonder if connecting my keyboard directly... No, because it has to be Windows, right, at that point. Ah. Ah. Sorry for the all caps. No, you're good. It just makes me feel like the comedy was truly there. And my sense of humor is not actually dead. Submitted and readable has gotta have come from Dark Academia. I think it might have just come from a teacher. That's what kids do these days, and that's submissive and readable. I need your assignment submitted and readable. Let's stick to that. True Blackbeard Shakespeare fire poetry. I know. You know that meme, that gif where it's from Modern Family and Jake is spraying water onto what's his name? Manny? Because Manny be saying some weird shit. He's like, stop that! Like, you know, like how you would spray spray water on a cat. I feel next time I see someone say that they are breedable or submissive, I'll just like slap it to them. How about you make sure that your assignments are submitted and readable for one? I don't know that meme then. Ooh. Ooh. God, I wish I could show you. Essentially, it's this it's this old white man with a little toy gun. Was it a toy gun? No, no, no. It's one of those spray bottles, you know? He has one of those spray bottles just pointed at his son, his stepson. And he's just like spraying the shit out of his son, and his son is like, stop! What the fuck? I'm a bit out of touch with meme culture. I don't know. I think it's more of just like a very useful GIF than it is a meme. Okay, there's no... Gotcha. Break time. Ugh, let me get on my knees. Stretch them buttocks. Bosom? No, bosom is the breasts, right? What is butt cheeks again? I forgot. I gotta lock in, Devin. It was great seeing you again. Wish you the best of luck with your commissions. Shit is looking heat, though. Thank you. Happy to hear that things are a lot better than before. Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. But thank you. Good luck locking in. And also, I'll look into. I still have it on my open tabs. I'll look it up. The FZD Schools background line drawings. It looks really good. It almost looks 3D. So I'll look into it. Bosom is butt. Oh, gotta. Have a nice one, William. Thank you for introducing me to those ideas. And I wanna hear more about those axioms later. Good luck. Oh yeah. Oh, that feels good. They do use 3D. Oh, I see. Cheaters! Like me. Oh yeah, long break time. Oh, it's a long break? Oh, I did not look into that. Okay, long break time, I guess. So, guys, it's a long break time. If you have successfully... I mean, it doesn't matter if you have or have not, but listen, we all deserve it. Everyone deserves a long break. Take this moment to yourself to do some self-love. Relax your eyes. If it's possible, try to go up to a window, look into the distance. Relax your eyes. What's another thing you can do? Hydrate. Stretch like I am doing with my bosom. Save your work. Very nice thing to do. Sounds great, yeah. Hottest person in chat is leaving. Good night, guys. Bye, Lippy. Have a nice one. About the accents, if you join the Sakuga Foundry server, should be a link online. But if you search my name for Williard, you can see me writing everything down in the improvement chat. Ooh. 10k words. Oh, I'm down for that. Let me see if I can copy paste it with my mouse. Paste and search. Ooh, nice. Gotcha. I think I found it. With that said, though, I do know my roommate wanted me to help them with something real quick, plus I think my phone needs to be charged as well, so I'll take these 25 minutes. It's not even 25 at this point. These 21 minutes to go do that around, walk around, get them hips properly stretched, the hands properly helped, my phone properly charged, and we're gonna come back to proceed with work after this. So I'll go on the break screen. For people on Twitch, if you don't know, once I get on the break screen, there's gonna be about 3 or so minutes of ads that are gonna play. Worry not, you're not missing on anything, it's just a break time, right? And listen, there's 20 minutes left to the break. 3 minutes of ads, you're still gonna come back and there's nothing happening. But if you do want to help support the channel, just sticking around to listen to those ads while I'm on the break screen is always always some nice little help. Appreciated help, you know? So, not for me. Yeah, because you help in a different way and you're special like that. It's like equilibrium. You was the first message, now the last. So yeah, I'll go on the break screen and I'll be back in a little bit. So, y'all take this time to relax. We'll reconvene in about 20 minutes. What's the word that people say? At ease! I don't know. There you go. Sorry about that. So break time is over. The long break is over. Let's slowly return to our workstations if you want. No one is obligated. I do have my whip though. And let's slowly walk back, get back into that mentality, that work mentality going on here. I hope everyone had a nice break. They managed to stretch a little bit, do some self-love. Have you hydrated? Have you checked your posture? Have you saved your work? That's really important. In any cases, I was in the midst... I know I said it was a long break, but I kind of continued writing that work email in the meanwhile. Well, while stretching. We were multitasking. But I'll just like round up what I was writing real quick, and then we'll go back to drawing. Coming in to check your posture and then realizing that I'm currently shrimped. Oh no. Oh no, let's straighten that back real quick. Let's crack it. Oh, I'm definitely putting this email through ChatGPT before sending it. It's such a word vomit. Holy shit. Oh my god! Can I just take a moment? I fixed the keyboard! I fixed the keyboard! I don't know what I did. I still don't know what I did. But I fixed it. And I'm just happy about that. I kind of want to cry. So, that reminds me. Let's just write down the notes that I wrote on earlier. So that's the Dr. K's Guide to Mental Health. Then we're also gonna add send final commission to K. And then respond to email. And there was also, what was it? Ah, didn't mean to click on that. Ah. This, copy paste this. Look further into the FZD school background lines drawing. And then also, it's like we got Foundry server. So much things to look up. It's a good sounding keyboard actually. Soft clacking. You can hear it? Does that mean you can hear my AC? Wait. Oh no. I hope not. Oh no. Okay, thank God. But you know, do you guys want to try something? Do you guys want to try something with me? I have a binaural mic set that makes it sound as if you're in the room with me while I'm working. I can put it with low noise cancellation, so you're gonna hear the creaks and cracks of my chair and all that, but you're also gonna hear the penmanship, the clacky keyboard once in a while. Like, do we want to try that? Okay, let me rephrase that. Do we really want to hear that? Because I am sure like some of you guys are like, yeah, fine, I don't care, I don't mind. I'm not asking if you mind, I'm asking if this is what you want. Do we stick to what we have right now, or do we go set up the binaural mic? Hi, Ermic, how's it going? Heard someone fucked up their sleep schedule again. No, I can't hear it, but I have my own fan on. So hot. It's so hot, but that means the weather has come back, and it's nice, and I appreciate that. Ugh. Okay, no more kneeling for me. Oh wait, that's dangerous. I'll do that. There you go. Okay, there's no answers concerning the mic inquiry, so I will assume that we just continue with this current mic. Okay. Now let me bring the mic a little bit closer. Ah, didn't mean to do that. Okay, there you go. Sorry, I'm not switching screens right away. I need to start sending my feed to the to my computer first. Cast iPad, there you go. Here's my controller. Here's my controller. It should be broadcasting. So if I do this, yeah, it should be good. Okay. So I have friends that have been telling me about their health journey and how they kind of want to start dieting. Specifically, they need to start losing weight, shedding weight in, I wouldn't say like a unhealthy amount of time, but it's more like on the pressing side of things. Like, let's get onto your health sooner rather than later type of vibe. And they're coming to me for advice on dieting because unfortunately, the way that their life is, their life settings, I guess, like makes it really hard to effectively lose that weight through workout. It's like first you gotta lose the weight and then maybe afterwards you might be able to consider working out. And it's so hard. It's so hard because I know how hard it is to follow a diet. Like, there, especially when you're restricting, you're cutting off specific things that you really like to eat. And we're not talking about like junk food or anything. Well, junk food sure is part of it, but it's like items that are kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? That, let's say it's like asking an Asian to cut off on rice or like asking a European to cut off on bread. It's that type of like, it's such a staple. That's what I was gonna say. Like it's a staple of their food that they eat every day, that they enjoy eating every day. And I'm telling them like, yeah, you might have to cut that off. And when I try to describe the ideal goal of the diet, it's so restrictive and it must be so scary to hear it. I would feel scared as well. And I tried to like not double down, but like kind of soften it a little bit. Like you don't have to go right into it. Like let's start limiting little by little. So instead of cutting off the bread right away and making you miserable about it, let's just, you know, let's just limit it to 2 round breads a day instead of 6 or instead of 3. Like just like something doable, right? Sustainable. But then they ask me more questions and I have to explain them. Because like, listen, if you're asking me questions, then I'm gonna answer honestly. But the more I answer these questions, the more terrifying the reality sounds like. Like I was telling this friend, like the best thing you can do for yourself is eat eggs. Like let's say like 4 eggs a day. would be a wonderful place to start. So no need to cut off, just add that to it, right? And then I explained how I forgot how I called it. The yolk of the egg is like the most nutritious thing that you can eat. Like, it's a small nutrition bomb in its way. And this friend is like, no, I don't like the yolk. I'm like, okay, it's okay. Like, you can still eat the yellow part of the white part of the egg, but it's just that means that you have to look for the nutrition somewhere else. That's fine. I tried to explain how the liver is also another place to get like a nutrition bomb, and they're like, I don't like liver. I'm like, same. It's okay. You don't have to eat yolks or liver. Just the reason we have to look at somewhere else. Ah. Oh, it's so hard to like try to give information without making the person listening to that information feel despair. I would also like to point out, I am not an educated source of information. I am simply sharing what I've been told. And I always let them know that it's always much smarter to go see a professional about it. If anything, double check with ChatGPT. But if anything, a lot of my information was also double checked with ChatGPT. But still. Wherever it can help, you know? True, I love eating food. Yeah, like, it's so hard. I think the hardest thing for me, from my experience of attempting diets for health benefits, is making it something enjoyable and sustainable. I think the lack of sustainability has been the biggest hurdle for me, time and time again. Gratefully enough, I'm not at a point where I feel the need for a diet or a restriction in my diet. But whenever that need does come around, it's like, ugh. But, No, that, ooh, that's weird. Ooh, that's weird. Ooh, that's weird. Ooh, ew. Why that pinky look like mine? Stop. Did I mention I have fucked up pinkies? It's not too obvious, but if you were a chiropractor or what's it called? Physiotherapist, and you saw my my little pinkies, you would fear for my future. I have been warned. I have been given visions of the future. Hold that my future, my elder years are riddled with arthritis and very painful fingertips. Not fingertips, pinky fingers. Welcome back. Oh, thank you. Don't you dare talk about my rice like that. Just saying. I'm just saying. They're carbs. And carbs are fine. But if you're trying to lose that weight in a healthy way, the first thing you might want to cut is the carbs. And unfortunately, it looks like any food staple in any human culture just so happens to be carbs. Like, just straight up carbs. Actually... we're gonna make this stem over here. And we're gonna delete this one. Here you go. $25 out of 250 boxes. That's like 10% complete. That's amazing. It is bedtime for me now. Okay, thank you for dropping by. Thank you for hanging around. I'm glad that you got some progress going on there. And I'll see you in the next stream, Kitsu. Have a nice one. You deserve that rest. I wanted to practice vector layers. Seeing you mess with the hands reminded me. Yeah. Come, join the dark side. I mean the bright side of vector layers. Ooh, one thing I don't think I mentioned when I spoke about vector layers last time is because of how vector layers work, at least in Clip Studio, you cannot use the fill tool on vector layers. So, for example, if I wanted to fill up the mouth over here, I can't. I need to just scribble until it fills up the gaps. But chances are you don't really need all of those when working with vector layers. Also, damn, this hand is big. Wait. This is why it's important to kind of zoom out, zoom in, zoom out from your work once in a while. Get a little bit of perspective. A better perspective on your art. It's a little bit smaller. Yeah, something like that. Hearts are delicious. I agree. I agree. And the worst part is, if I remember well, carbs have this very annoying thing where I think it has to do with the insulin and how it affects your body. But there's this process in your body whenever you eat carbs that makes you crave carbs afterwards. So it's a very vicious circle. You eat carbs and you crave carbs and then you get more carbs even though you don't really need it in your body anymore. It just keeps going on and on and on. So that's why if you do a carb detox for long enough, comes a point where your body just doesn't crave it anymore. And you're fine, you're chill, you're like living your best life. And then somebody tempts you like, oh, come on, it's just one beer. Or, oh, come on, just one soda, just for the fun of it. Like, oh, okay, I'll just give it a try. And then you're back into it. Because it's poison, man. It just catches you. It's a lure. Also, just a reminder, please take whatever I say in this right now, with a huge, not just a pinch of salt. Let's like a whole bag of salt, a whole 1 pound of salt, right? Like, if you want to follow what I said, do your homework, look it up, fact check me. Do not let this uneducated VTube virtual character on the screen without no degrees or education in nutrition tell you what is healthy and what isn't. This is simply based of information that I've been told, that I've done my own amount of study, research to it, and I agreed with what I was told, that's all. The carb lure, exactly. Do you mean ketosis when your bunny burns fat, when your body burns fat instead of sugar carbs? Ketosis is definitely a state where you I don't think you will stop craving sugars on ketosis, because you can reach ketosis in as little as like 2 days if you do the proper detox, right? Where, for example, either you do a fast for those 2 days, or you just stop eating sugars and carbs altogether. Like either one, I think. But I think it's better if you just fast. I don't know, look it up. And then you also have to work out a lot, spend that energy to make sure that any ounce of energy that comes from sugars and carbs is spent, and then you hit ketosis, right? But I don't think by that point you would be past the sugar cravings. I think you would still be craving sugars. I think the point where you stop craving sugars and carbs might come once, after a couple weeks, your entire like stomach, what's it called? The fauna of your stomach entirely changes to accommodate this new diet that you're on, and maybe it's then that you stop craving those sugars. I'm making an assumption. I just remember hearing about it, but I don't think I've properly looked as to why. We could try and ask ChatGPT to explain it to us in the next break in about 3 minutes, right? And I believe this is a double layered. Yeah, that's a double layer. Ah, the thumb. Oh, also, I don't know if it's worth letting you know. I'm speaking to Chroma specifically. Corvid, pardon my French. Concerning your commission, my plan to continue it. Of course, completion is intended. Is after I get started and complete the sketch phase for 2 other commissions this week. I just want to make sure that I do a good rotation and advance each commission properly. Just in case there's any expectation that that you're coming in the stream with expectation of me working on your commission, just letting you know it might not be advanced all that much in the next couple days, within this week. Hopefully we get to a point that we can continue it this week, but oh, right. Sorry, what was that for me? No issues. I'm just letting you know, just in case you're coming in the stream with the expectation of seeing me work further onto your commissions. Just letting you know, I do not foresee advancing your commission all that much this week. Although I would love to get to that point, I do need to start or complete the sketch phase for 2 other commissions before that. So line art for this, sketch for 2 other commissions, and then get back on your commission. Just for the sake of ensuring that there's progress amongst all the commissions, going through the rotation of them, you know? So what is this? What am I looking at? Oh, that's what I'm looking at, okay. Oh no, no expectations. I just normally don't talk and got past my shy phase. I've been here lurking for a while. Oh, you're so sweet. No issues. I just wanted to make sure, you know? Break time. Okay, everyone. If you want to continue participating, of course, no obligations. But if you are, quick reminder to save your work, save your canvas, and check your posture, make a stretch. Roll your shoulders, you know, whatever your body needs, right? Take a sip of water, sip of drink, something to keep your body hydrated, and give yourself 5 minutes. Now, what did I say I was gonna look up? ChatGPT, right, let's see. What was it? Let's type. Let's type. Maybe if I bring my keyboard close enough, you guys are gonna hear it. Oh no, it's not typing again. Why is it not typing? Oh, okay, there you go. Is ketosis the same as not craving carbs or sugars? Or is that just an outcome of ketosis? Let's start with that. I'm just gonna leave this preview so you guys can see it while I'm taking that break. That clothes, is it a toga? Ah, I'm not sure. Let me look it up. Let me see what a toga is. Toga. That's you're not gonna find anything with that search. Toga. No, it is not a toga. If you're talking about the very stereotypical Greek outfit, no, it's a much more Japanese. Yeah, that's definitely much more of a Japanese style, traditional clothing. I just don't remember what it's called. Like a men kimono, but a little bit stylized, right? Let's see what ChatGPT said. Ketosis and craving carbs and sugar are not the same thing, and not craving carbs and sugar is not the same thing. The lack of craving is often an outcome of being in ketosis. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, is there a name to that? Is there either a name to those carbs craving or stopping to crave them? Is it too late if I already have the Palkia posture? What's a Palkia posture? Let's see. Oops, that's not it. That's not it. I hate that it's not letting me. Hi. No, wait. Palkia posture. Palkia's arms becomes its forelegs with hooves. Oh. Oh, it's a... Oh. Oh, it's a Pokemon. Well, you see... Palkia can have a straight back. Like... Okay, it goes both ways, but... One second. Copy image. Clipboard. There we go. So, I'm guessing you are referring... I'm guessing you're referring to this, right? Right? Can I zoom in? Thank you. But, listen, if Palkia can hit this pose, so can you. I'll do that. There we go. Also, I need to turn on my lights over here. Let's see. Yes, there are names and terms for both carb cravings and the reduction or loss of those cravings. Cravings for carbs or sugar. Okay, so break time is over. So whoever is working along me, now is the time to get back to work. You got this. One more Pomodoro. We got this. Let's see. Hyperphagia. A medical term meaning excessive hunger or food intake. Sometimes includes carbs. Okay, so it's not specific to that. Hedonic hunger, craving driven by pleasure or habit, not actual energy needs. Or hypoglycemia-induced cravings. Okay, so there's not like a specific word other than sugar cravings or carb cravings. Now, if you stop it, appetite suppression, craving extinction, how do I pronounce that word? Satiety-driven eating or sugar detox. I guess sugar detox is like, nah, not even. It doesn't really give the idea that you no longer crave it. It's more like you're stopping yourself despite craving it, right? Huh, I could have sworn there was a word for it, but I guess I'm not using the right prompts to get to it. But yeah, ketosis is when your body is using fat for energy instead of sugars, but it doesn't go to, it does not mean not craving sugar anymore. You can still absolutely crave sugar, and that's the most painful part of it. Now, I'm just gonna go, I don't know if I should turn off my AC or just redirect it somewhere else. Because I know the moment I turn it off, it's gonna get too warm, and if I leave it on, it's too cold. Ah, Jesus. We're gonna try redirecting it, but also tightening the temperature just a little bit. And I wish I could relate to you guys with your love for Pokemon. Like, it just wasn't part of my childhood all that much. Sure, we were watching, there was like an availability to watch movies of Pokemon. I remember owning a couple, one of them. But I guess it never affected me to the extent I see people say how like Pokemon was their entire childhood or something. Same thing with Zelda, The Legend of Zelda. I remember having one Zelda game. I also had one Pokemon game. And if you've been on the stream, either for long enough and also consistently enough, you will know what happened. I was tasked to go get a bicycle in order to traverse this natural obstacle. And what happened was I couldn't find the bicycle. I was skipping the text, I was skipping the dialogue, and got to a point where all I knew is that I needed a bicycle, but I did not pay attention as to where I should find this bicycle. And I spent hours trying to find this bicycle just all over the map, never found it. Years later, I tried reopening my old Nintendo DS, saw Pokemon, I was like, fuck it, we're gonna try it again. Let's just open the game. I saw, like, right, I need to find this bicycle. I found it right away. But it's been so long since. I think there was like 5-7 years between then and now. And I just didn't remember what I was supposed to do with that bicycle. I was like, where do I go now? And either it was not a very common thing back then, or just simply I was not surrounded by people who told me that it was common enough. But I just didn't know you could look it up on the internet. I was like, look up the game plus what your directive is. And therefore, I just never managed to complete one single Pokemon game. I just gave up. It wasn't fun. I didn't know what I was supposed to do, and whenever I took 2 steps, I gotta fight a Bidoof, and like, fuck. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Now, Zelda, it was a little bit funner. It was definitely, I do have fonder memories with Zelda. The game we had was... I forgot what it was called, but I think it was very iconic for the themes that it showed. Essentially, you were in a boat. You were going around in boats, and you could multiplayer, I think. I say so because I have a vague memory of playing multiplayer with my busmates every day going to school. Now, the thing is, I was also very dumb. I didn't know what the objective of the game was. I think a lot of the puzzles in the game just went over my head. And it was just really hard for a little me to figure out the game. But I'm definitely more open to trying out Zelda than I am to try out Pokemon again. Pokemon just washed me, man. I can't go back. I can't. What did you have instead of your childhood, Devin? I think the most iconic games for me were Mario 64. And also... Well, it started with Mario 64. Even before that, actually. I forgot what the name of it was. But then... I think the entire Mario game series, really, like, is always going to be very fun for me. That and Guitar Hero. Now, Guitar Hero is more specific and kind of riddled with heavy themes. So I'm like a little bit scared to go into that. I don't want to make anyone upset. It's like a trigger warning. What type of trigger warning? Kind of like a little bit gore. Hospitalization. Okay, like a trigger warning, hospitalization, and I'm gonna leave it to that. I'm not gonna go further into it. But those games were there for me during those times, and that's why, like, I have a very vivid and fond memories of just playing them day in, day out. Entei is one of my favorite Pokemon. I remember that movie, the movie with Entei. That shit got me crying. Little daughter saying, "Papa, Papa!" And just like, oh, and Entei being there. I still don't remember if Entei was actually her father. Or just like the father who stepped up. But still though, it was nice. It was a nice movie. Ooh, a newcomer on Twitch. Oh, how do I read your name? Is it Zerushi? Zeruxi? Welcome, welcome. I don't know what language you're talking, unfortunately. I can speak in English, French, Spanish, Japanese. Those are the languages that I can service you in. Whoa, that sounds naughty. Whoa. But y'all get what I mean. I'll just say it in different languages, maybe. We're gonna catch something, you know, different baits for different fishes. Au cas où que vous parlez français, je peux vous parler en français, je peux me communiquer en français sans aucun problème. Mais présentement, la langue dans laquelle vous parlez, j'en ai aucune idée. Alors, si vous pouvez parler dans une langue que je peux parler, je parle soit le français, l'anglais, l'espagnol ou le japonais. En español, veamos si lo logramos a obtener esa persona. Hola, Zerushi. No hablo ese idioma que escribiste en, pero si entiendes español, podemos hablar en español, no hay ningún problema. 日本語試してみるか。変えてくれた言語だとちょっと理解できないし、対応できないんですけど、もしよかったら日本語だと全然問題ないです。We're gonna give it a try, just like, you know, like, just throw every single bait into the water and see if this fish catches. I didn't know you had a DS. I had like 3 DSs. The first one I think I lost. The second one, no, the first one broke. The second one I lost. The third one maintained itself, but we went through some shit. I was really, what's the word? Disada. Got the wait, no, I remember the word in every other language but English. I was very spoiled. Spoiled, that's the word. I was really spoiled when it came to the DS. Cause honestly, if my child broke and lost that device 2-3 times in a row, it's over. Like by the second time, you're done. Like I gave you one more, like you already broke it. Shit, what do you want me to do? It's over. I only have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorer. Oh, that's a name. That's a mouthful. Of Darkness and Pokemon Silver. I don't remember what Pokemon I had. I think it was either blue or red. No, it was not that. It was like diamond or I forgot. I really forgot. I have SM64 with N64. Do you have a Smash 64? I do not have Smash 64. I used to have, I don't know what the name of the console was, but I remember the game cassettes were like really chunky. And there is a Mario game that you could put in there. I don't think it was Mario 64 though. Mario 64 is the one with all the paint canvases on the wall that you jump into, right? The one I was playing was Mario, like 8-bit Mario. I don't know how to call it otherwise. Super Mario Brother. Like a very, very old classic. I don't know why Absol reminds me of you, Dabin. Who? That we can communicate in would certainly be better, I think. Yes, exactly. Pearl? Maybe? Was it Final Fantasy like? I haven't even played Final Fantasy. The Pokemon I played was kind of like the appearance was similar to Stardew Valley, so it was like very pixelated. Like every single time I mention it, we figure out which one it was. But I always forget afterwards because honestly, it's not really that important to me. Oh, the Mario game, was it like turn-based? No, it was not turn-based. It's old. It's old. It's like before 1998 or some shit. Okay, I'll look it up. 1 second. Let's go see. ChatGPT, let's start. What's an old Nintendo... how do you call it? Nintendo platform? No. Nintendo... Oh, the word's not coming up to me. I hate it. It happened so many times today where I had the word already thought up, like pre-thought into my head, and the moment it turned... When the moment came for me to speak it out loud or to type it, it just blank. Console, that's it. What's an old Nintendo console that had big, chunky game cassettes and had a Mario game? There's also a circus game, and everything was like 8-bit, not 7-bit, 8-bit. To connect to the TV. Okay, oh yeah, the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System. That's what it was. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that big chunky boy. Oh yeah. And it was the original Super Mario Bros. On the NES. That's where the beginning of me playing video games was. Super Nintendo or 64? NES? Super Nintendo? Look it up. Wait, 1 second. I'll look up. NES and Super Nintendo? Ooh, you know what? It could have been a... Wait, now I see Super NES Classic. Oh. Which one could it have been? Versus NES. Ooh, I think it was the SNES. I think it was the Super Nintendo entertainment station. Because I vaguely remember the purple on it. Oh, but if I'm looking at the Mario game, they look different. I remember the NES version of Mario, but not the SNES version. Or maybe they were both compatible, so you could have like NES games on the SNES. But yeah, Super Mario Bros. Was the beginning of it, the beginning of my childhood. I was really sad when I then moved to Canada and we no longer had access to that console because I think it was the family console, and so it remained with the rest of my other family. But it was good memories, man. Good memories. Ooh. You know what? I'm kind of drawing without thinking right now. And I think I need to think. I need to put some thought behind this. So it would be like... yeah, something like that. Super Mario All-Stars had all of the Super Mario games from 1 to 4. Ooh, that sounds nice. That's why I really like on the Nintendo DS, there was like... what was it called? Was it actually Super Mario All-Stars? On the Nintendo DS, there was another version of Mario that sure had better graphics, but had the very same like platform type of playstyle to Mario. Like the maps was very two-dimensional, despite it being 3D models, I think. Okay, let's see. Super Mario All-Stars. Oh, maybe it was, actually. I want it. I want it. Gimme. The remakes. I don't mind it, honestly. I really don't mind it. It makes me happy. Even if it's different visuals, the fact that I get to replay staples of my childhood just brings me a lot of joy. Whenever I get that fuck you money, I know what gamers think about the Switch right now, but or just Nintendo in general. Let me play some Mario games again. Like one thing I was thinking about, like an investment. Investment, is that the right word? Is that the word we're gonna use right now? Don't hate me for this word, okay? But something I did want to consider splurging money into if I ever started gaming as a streamer is definitely a console. Any type of console I could be playing Mario games on. I just want to let me play those games and I'll be very happy. That's actually why I really love what's those games? I forgot the name of the game companies that did it, but the one behind It Takes Two and Split Fiction, because the mini games, God, I don't know how they legally managed to go behind it, but it's just exactly like Mario format gaming. It's like, I love it. It also has other formats, right? Like Donkey Kong and whatnot. But all that to say, that's why I particularly enjoyed those games. God, this is hard. It's not giving the 3D-ness we wanted to give. Pretty sure Mario is only on Nintendo exclusively. Yeah, exactly. Like, I know that people are really upset with Nintendo due to how they treat their fans, and even more so ever since the Switch 2 came out. But would I be forgiven by the community if I got it? Maybe not the Switch 2, but rather, would I be forgiven if I gave money to Nintendo for any type of console? That, or I could get like a second-hand Switch. Always an option. Like Super Mario Galaxy, oh, that's a much different format. Is also a game that's been etched into my heart. I mean, it's your money. I know, I get it. But still, though, I know that people are looking very poorly onto that company at the moment. You should spend it as you want. As I want. But rent is due. Again, it's more like a whenever I do get fuck you money, right? Okay, so maybe as you want, responsibly. Exactly. If I play Super Mario Galaxy, I tell you, Dev, I start crying. Really? Oh, okay, your favorite are Mario Kart and Mario Galaxy. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I have particularly favorites, but I will say I have preferences. So, like, I do prefer the exploratory format of the Super Mario Odyssey, Galaxy, and all that. But I also like what's the proper word for it? It's not platform, is it? Like the 2D type of feeling to Super Mario Bros, you know? Super Mario 64 was also really good. The ones that I'm a little bit less of a fan of are Super Mario Party, like those mini games, you know? They're still fun, but I would probably not personally splurge on those type of games. Break time. Everyone, if you're working right now, take this moment to take a break, save your canvas, save your work. stretch, check your posture, hydrate, and give yourself 5 minutes. You deserve it. And I'll shift my position in the meanwhile. That's another Mario that I'm not too fond of. The Mario, I know it's like still the 2D platform game-ish. You know what I mean. But Super Mario World Builder or something? I'm not really into that. I'm not into sandbox of Mario. Luigi's Mansion, I haven't played it. I've looked at gameplays of it. I don't know, it didn't really call to me all that much. I think I could still enjoy it, but I don't know, we'll see. If we ever get there. SMG is pretty, so I'm crying, for example, with Rosalinda's storybook. Oh yeah, that was so pretty. I'm sad because when I played Mario Galaxy, I don't think I was paying that much attention to the storyline. Now, I think the reason I'm not into the minigame format of Super Mario Party is because they're kind of like salty memories behind it. So the only occasion that I got to play Super Mario Party was on the bus to school with other, not necessarily classmates, but you know, like other students who had DSs that wanted to spend the time playing together on the bus ride. We had about an hour. So it's kind of hard to really get to anywhere during that time. But also, God, the drama. If somebody had beef with somebody else, it ruined the dynamic for everyone. That person was ostracized. We were less one person. Sometimes I was the one ostracized. It was annoying. So it's like, you gotta find the right group of people or else you're playing with bots and it's just like, whatever, I'm always gonna win against bots, you know? You gotta have a solid group of friends to be playing Super Mario Party. The mini games were fun though, I will say. Do you know the one called Mario's Missing? No, I do not know about that one. Mario Party is fun but difficult. The only one who won was the DS. Really? Oh damn, that's a different look to it. Ugh. Crazy that I managed to papata in rhythm with that piano. Probably it's not in rhythm for the stream. I'm sorry. I forgot that my earphones have a little bit of lag. It's about Luigi traveling around the world to rescue Mario. Oh, okay. Also, I will say, I know there was Yoshi game. Now, I don't know what to think about it yet. I don't know. I know it's still like that kind of 3D/2D platform game, but I don't think I had it. The only way I was playing it was through borrowing one of my classmates' card, and I don't think I got the chance to properly play through it. It looks fun, just different mechanics that I don't know what to feel about yet. Mario Kart though, ooh, Mario Kart, really love it. Really, really love it. It's always its own little type of challenging. Even the boss can be pretty challenging after a while. I think it's if you up the CCs. Oh yeah. Yoshi's Story, have you played Dabin? Nope, I have not. It's one of my favorites. It's like Yoshi's World are made of cardboard drawings fabrics. Ooh, right, that like 2D craft looking game. I haven't looked into it, but I was told it's actually really, really good. The story is really good. Also, the break is over, guys. If you were working alongside then now is the time to get back to work. We got it. One more Pomodoro. We got this. We got this. Although I will say, I think to this stream I will give maybe 2 more Pomodoros, and then we might have to look at the end of it. No promises though. I doubted myself for half a second. I was like, how many? Did I draw 6 toes? 1 second. This is entirely unrelated, but a little bit of an anecdote. I would often, well, often is a overstatement. It's too big of a statement. But I would occasionally see a couple artists online say like, oh no, I drew 6 fingers, or I drew 4 fingers by accident, or even I drew the thumb on the wrong side of the hand, you know? And I would see that with the most experienced of artists, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. I've never done that. How do you do that? And one time I caught one of my artist friends in manga school do that shit. I was like, girl, wake up. You're just being silly at this point. You're an embarrassment. It was funny. But I think it happened once to me. For the first time. It happened while I was drawing while I was trying to Let the Scientist Be Selfish. I don't remember which panel. I don't remember where it was, but I remember that my editor pointed it out to me. It's like, that hand is weird. That hand is not on the right side. And I looked at it, I was like, no way! Fuck. There's no fucking way I did that. And that is when I realized that I was actually human and faulted. It really humbled me, because I would give so much shit to my friends who did that. It's like, brother, girl, you are too good of an artist to be making these type of mistakes at your level of proficiency. Stop that. And then look at me. Haha. I always find it interesting how we're in garden view. Thank you. Is this better? Yes, it is better. And where was I going with this? I always find it interesting and very humbling when I experience something for the first time, even at my very matured 5% battery. Oh god, we're gonna charge this while I say this story real quick. Whenever I experience stuff that I didn't understand until I experienced it, like, people can tell me about it, but it's hard to understand until you experience it firsthand, right? One of those experiences was exactly this one, where it's like me saying if you're a good enough artist, there's just no way you're gonna draw the thumb on the wrong side, or an extra toe, or a toe less, right? Or finger, whatever. And then I experienced it and realized how tired and distracted all these people must have been when they made those mistakes. Another experience. Now this one is a little bit darker, but I guess it's like just to show one of those events. But I remember hearing a lot that whenever you're depressed, it's hard to get off of bed, and my mentality until then was like, you're not paralyzed, just get off of bed. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand. It's hard. I don't know what it's like to not feel like you have control over your body. And then it happened to me. I don't know to what extent I was depressed, but I was just like burnt out. And I woke up and was like, oh my god, it felt like a night terror, you know, when you think you're awake. Who knows, maybe you are awake and you see this dark figure either on top of you or at the corner of your bedroom, and you want to scream, you want to move, you want to run, but your body just doesn't answer. It felt like that. I was like, oh my god, I can't move my body. I need to get up. I need to get ready for the day. And it's only afterwards I was like, shit, it does happen. And that's how it feels. It really does feel that way. Really, it's just like it happens to me once in a while, and I always like it when it does. Well, not necessarily like that type of stuff, but whenever I get to experience something that shows me that there's an aspect of life that I was just unable to understand, but now I do. Ooh, another one of those events was like how people talk about what it's like to get medicated for ADHD, how like things slow down. And it was like, how do things slow down? Like, that's weird. What do you mean your mind is going at 1,000 miles per hour? Or what do you mean like you have like 100,000 voices in your head? I don't think I've actually experienced that part, but feeling the slowdown and all that, being able to put it in my own words, it's nice. I now feel like I'm able to be empathetic in a new, different type of way. It's nice. I still don't know what people say when they say like with ADHD, it feels like you have 10,000 voices at once. Like at that point, I think you're just a little, perhaps, was it schizophrenia? Like schizophrenic? The one that you hear different voices? The funny part about ADHD is when people told me coffee would make me hyper, I genuinely thought they were lying. Oh, not because you have ADHD and coffee. You say, like, people without knowing you had ADHD would assume coffee would make you hyper? I will say coffee does still have that effect on me. If I drink coffee, I do like start twitching and all that. you guys have seen me in stream where I'd be like fresh sipping onto coffee and I just speak so quickly and have so much thoughts in my mind. Like it still happens to me. Which I guess it goes to say how much like there is potentially a spectrum to it. Because even the doctor that I was talking to, they said like, yeah, so you definitely don't have that hyperactivity within you. And I'm like, yeah, I don't. I'm just distracted. I can sit still. Well, kinda. There is one question where it's like, are you able to sit still? Or like, how easy is it for you to sit still through a meeting that lasts for hours? And I was like, you know, if I'm in university, I remember back in my days in university, where we would have 3-hour classes, I would have to go to the toilet like maybe 3 times in that session, like once an hour, just to walk around. Like I need to move my legs. But it's not like I'm just like twitching my leg like the stereotypical idea that people have. It's not like that. It's just it also helps with concentration for me to go out, take a breather. And ooh, I'm actually curious as to what you guys think. Like, do you guys agree with this? Is this also an experience for you guys? If I don't get to talk for a very long amount of time, I get tired and struggle to concentrate. So I guess that's why, well, half of it is why I was such a talkative student. Not like I was talking to other students, but rather I would ask lots of questions. I would try to get involved in the classroom to keep myself awake. Of course, also because I had questions. I had like actual questions. But if I was in a classroom where I would have questions and the teacher wouldn't allow questions, I would be so tired. It's not even distraction, it's just I would be bored out of my mind, would fall asleep, unable to concentrate. I don't know if I asked you, but did you like Zelda? From what I played, the one with the boats, it did seem fine. It did seem interesting, but it was too big-brained for little old me, or little young me. It calms me down. Yeah, I've heard that caffeine can help calm down, like does have that calming down effect for people with ADHD. I think it was ChatGPT that, like within my research with ChatGPT, it said that it's due to so people with ADHD struggle with what's it called? Like with dopamine, with that reward system in their mind. And getting caffeine, such as soda or coffee, it helps make you feel rewarded. It makes you feel good. So that way you're less restless because you feel rewarded. Or something like that. Don't take my word for it. Make sure, like, if you really want to look into it, be my guest. That was my understanding, my very quick understanding of it. But I thought it was really funny. I get that one. It's like, if I don't talk, my brain feels like it's bees. But sleepy bees. Exactly, it's like a little hum. No. It gets really hard. It's really late at night when it is actually the time where like people start getting sleepy and all that. And I'm talking to someone and they start going off on a subject, which like I love it for you. Keep talking. But if it's a subject that I can't join in and it's just them telling me the entirety of the subject, that's like, can I say something real quick? I just need to like wake myself up a little bit. Let me comment. Let me say something, please. I need that energy to continue. I would love to hear more, but I need you to work with me right now. After hopping on an absurd amount of streams, it's now tied between quesadillas or crunch wraps, both with briskets. Make it both. Make it both. Having words at the moment and forgetting them sounds like what happened to the geniuses, and that's why they use books or notes. Oh, is that really why geniuses use a lot of notes in books? I don't really well, not that I'm saying that I'm a genius or anything. I do take a lot of notes, but it's more like I know I'm gonna forget to go back to them afterwards. It's a lot easier on medication now. I can keep track of multiple conversations and tangents and then like reel it back to what it was initially, then move on to the next subject. But words still evade me, and taking notes is not gonna help. I feel like the opposite. If I could communicate by beaming digital ones and zeros from my brain, I probably wouldn't speak again. I probably would continue speaking. I like to hear my voice. I love the sound of my voice. That's just to say, like, did it come and insult? Like, do you like the sound of your voice that much? Yeah. Yeah. And I love it even more so now that I have a mixer. Oh my god. That's another subject to tangent in, but first let me catch up with the chat real quick. Dopamine receptors are odd, so the joy from things isn't quite right. It's why I absolutely love candy. Ooh. Well, I forget stuff and write stuff down, but I'm not a genius. Yeah, I think it's just like a coping mechanism for people who tend to be forgetful. Like, oh, I just thought of something, but right now is not the time, so let's just put a pin on it, write it down, and move on to it afterwards. Let's see, what was I gonna say? Did I just forget what I was gonna say? Right, the sound of my own voice. Mixer. So, my good friend Nagi talked me into getting a sound mixer for better quality ASMR. We're still not doing the production yet. but it's in the plans somewhere. I think I'm still like trying to figure out the right settings in the mixer, plus settings like volume settings, audio engineering settings, blah blah blah. It's a lot of preparation work to ensure the highest quality outcome. But now with this mixer, I can self-monitor my voice. I mean, I technically could through Voicemeeter, but especially both with Voicemeeter on my earbuds or my headsets, there was always a little bit of lag, and it made me, you know, when you're hearing yourself and there's like a 1 second lag and it's just an echo of your voice and you have to stop every single time because it kind of takes you out of what you were saying. So that's what it was like. But with the audio mixer, it's near instantaneous. There's no lag, so it doesn't feel weird, but you just have like a louder version of your voice, your inside voice of your head, but like outside of your ears, right? And I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. And I'm distraught that I can't hear myself right now because my headsets are broken. Hopefully the spare parts are gonna come in soon though. Really much so, hopefully. But yeah. I think also being able to hear myself talk in that way it really does make me want to be more talkative. Like, say what I'm doing, what my thought process is when drawing. Like, oops, let's redraw this line. Oops, or some whatever. I just want to hear more. Similarly to that, when I first started using this Live 2D model, right? So I illustrated first, but once I could see it move alongside with me, I could just sit all day looking at her, just like talk, and not gonna lie, she motivates me to be a better person. Like, it sounds awful. It sounds weird. But I see just such a cute anime girl, such a wonderful looking lady over here, and I'm like, oh, that girl, she would have an amazing personality. She would be so kind, so gentle. Like, I just want to see her smile more. I want her to be more happy. And it motivates me to do that for myself, right? Hello, battery. It motivates me to be kinder, be gentler, be happier in general. It's weird. It's hard to express what I feel when I see it all, when I experience it from an outside perspective, but it is how it is. Let's draw this one over here as well. Once my headsets are repaired, it's over for y'all. I will not stop yapping again. Oh, wait. Devin has a great voice. I like it too. Thank you. I have to go. Good night. If I don't find you, Devin, kisses. No offense. I hope you do not find me. I hope I remained lost in the Shroom Village forever to be discovered. But no worries. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you for dropping by today. That's nice to hear, getting yourself motivated by your own beautiful model. But yeah. I remember Yormik telling me a little bit, like, there's a similar type of narcissism. And I'm talking not narcissism like the "you're a narcissist" type of... I'm gonna throw a bunch of words. I'm talking about like narcissism, like you love yourself, you love your own image, you fell in love, like the Greek myth of what's his name? Narcissus? Who fell in love with his reflection in a fountain, like that type of narcissism, right? Like not the psychological, you have no heart narcissism. You only think about yourself narcissism, not that one, right? We understand, we good on that basis, okay. But there's also this type of narcissism when it comes to VR chat, where I think there was a term for it. Was it mirror huggers? Or what was it? Essentially, all that to say, these people will be on VR chat just for the sake of looking at themselves in front of the mirrors. Look at the 3D models. And it's like, shit, I get it. Like, you're seeing someone else, something else, move like you do. It's interesting. You want to see more of it. And... It's a sense of escapism. Escapism? Escapism? Bosom? I forgot the word. But you know what I mean, right? Right. It's interesting. You get to be someone else. And who knows, maybe you prefer this somebody else. And you get to try and be this somebody else. I think it's like a voice actor or an actor living up to the character. An actor living up to the character. I like that wording, that phrasing. But I will say, if it's like a voice actor trying to embody that character, it's kind of like losing a sense of self. And that could be a little bit more worrisome, perhaps, mayhaps. But if it's like, oh, this character is a character to look up to and let's try to like follow their achievements, I think that's fine. I think that's nice. Sorry, I'm trying to draw a cube over here. Woo. Yeah, okay. We like that. We like a Picasso. Like, I think when I designed Dabin... Oh. I'm just gonna keep yapping for the sake of yapping, okay? Like, if you want to continue working, that's absolutely encouraged. I'm just yapping for the sake of yapping. But yeah, when I designed Dabin, I think one goal within it was to have a character that was feminine. A character that was like, you could not deny that is a very feminine looking girl. Not the like, that's like super feminine, but just like, you know, gentle girl type of vibe. And it stemmed, want it or not, it stemmed from the fact that a lot of people were assigning me very... Oh, short break. So If you are working, now is a good time to save your work, hydrate, stretch, do some self-love, and give yourself a 5-minute break. And I'll be switching to this screen. Ooh, there's arms in this screen. Where's my mouse? You got that. Where's my arms? Arms? Hey. Oh, there's the arms. Hands, remove, transition. There you go. I think it was like back in a day where like I had fragile femininity. It's not even like fragile masculinity. It's more like a lot of people seem to assume that I was a very masculine presence, I guess, is a good way to put it. And because of that, because of those expectations, I kind of did act accordingly to that. I would unconsciously have a little bit of a lower voice. I would have this very dependable image to myself. It's hard to do that voice right now, but and I didn't necessarily feel comfortable like really embodying my feminine self. So Devin really helped me have this vision like, okay, I am clearly a very gentle, feminine looking girl. I want to act accordingly to that. I want to embody a specific list of qualities that I can associate to this look. And little by little, my personality I wouldn't say I made a 180. I wouldn't say that. Like, you can still see me like excited and all that. But it definitely kind of carved a specific path that I'm really happy where I am right now. Although I wouldn't say this has anything to do with like feminine versus masculine, and one thing that this design helped me achieve is I guess like maturity in a way, a little bit. I wouldn't say I'm the epitome. I am the vision of maturity, but being able to take a step back and not be so hot-headed. Because like, does this character look like she's a hothead? Anyone who says that in chat, banned immediately. But like, she looks very patient. She looks like she would understand you, you know? Or maybe it's just me. And that's how I feel when I look at her. And I think I did she helped me go towards this idea that I want for myself. People say who all people usually speak to themselves. And some points I think I don't have definitions or names. Sorry, I'm a little... I don't understand where you're going at with that. I don't understand what you're saying. People say who all people usually speak to themselves. Oh, are you saying like people project? So if they say something about you, it's like they're actually saying it about them? Maybe? I get that, totally. It's definitely a bit relatable. That's why I think like... I do hear it once in a while. Perhaps said in different words, but I do hear a lot of people say that their VTuber model is kind of like their dream selves, or a version of themselves that they can't quite comfortably embody in real life. Usually they tend to be down bad people. Like they're embodying their down baddedness, or perhaps like their extrovertedness that it's hard to really enact when you are a more introverted person in real life. But if it's like a little, like it's like perhaps a little steppy step, you know, like a support to get you to that place that you want to be, and I think that's wonderful. And some points I think I don't have definitions or name. Oop, D&D is starting. I'll catch the VOD later. Have a good night, Devin. You too, Chroma. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Have fun with D&D. Thank you for dropping by and working with us today. Just thinking in the beginning of the chat. Sorry. Oh, no issues. Don't worry about it. Okay, back to the work screen we go. Oh, actually, we're gonna make this the last Pomodoro. Perhaps. Mayhaps. Let's see. There you go. Ooh, the music is gone. I'll make the Pomodoro a little bit louder. Is this a good volume balance? Like, is it too loud? Is it properly heard? Devin, I love your stream today too, but I have to go sleep. It's quite late in Spain. Have a good evening and take care. Ah, thank you so much for staying so late. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening/night. I'll see you in the next stream. Good night. Good night to you. There you go. Then we're gonna connect this. Voila, voila. Like this as well. Perfect. This we don't need. This we don't need. Then we're gonna add another one over here. Ah, they want to delete that. Oh man, I'm so curious as to what are the axioms that William was talking about earlier. Like, when it comes to perspectives, I can think of one axiom, but... Oh... Like, it's a very specific axiom when it comes to one-point perspectives. Where... If I remember well, anything that is on a vertical line is proportionally the same length onwards. So... Let's say you had like a one-point perspective. And that would be the horizon line. So if you had a box that was this tall, right? So the height of this box, this line over here, is going to be the same length onwards. I mean, as long as the box is this, all the boxes are the same height, that length is not, that height in length and height is gonna be the same no matter where it is in this one-point perspective. That was one axiom that I can think of, but who knows? The nighttime is finally set. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this last Pomodoro and end it, but it's still up in the air. It's still up in the air. We'll see. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff going on over here. Then we're gonna do this. And then do this. Huh. They kind of look thicker, actually. Wait. Like this. One vanishing point perspective is breaking my brain right now. It actually doesn't really exist if you think about it. It's just that the other 2-point perspectives, or the other 2 vanishing points, are just very, very far, so much so that you could consider them not worth calculating for that drawing. And technically, in a 3-dimensional world, everything will have 3 vanishing points at least. Is this really talking about the ease of illustrating it? Man, I'm definitely not illustrating this properly. I'm gonna also have to leave after this Pomodoro because it's 3 a.m. for you currently. Why are you up? Why are you still here? I mean, like, you're wonderful. It's great to have you here, but have some self-love. This whole stream is about self-love. You're not self-loving really well right now. Okay. Do this, do that. The focus practice is too good. Oh no, it's having counter effects. It's not letting the people do some proper self-love. Oh. Oh man. Also, a lot of people went to sleep, but I don't know if it's still worth asking. Like, if you guys don't mind giving me your opinion, either right now or at a break, either is fine. Not giving me your opinion is also fine. But I would like to know, what are people's thoughts on me streaming more sporadically? Sorry. Of course, maintaining the consistency on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, but perhaps considering adding other days in the week. Mainly Tuesdays and Thursdays, but who knows, maybe Saturday as well. Because I'm slowly getting to a point where I think I'm getting consistent enough to perhaps consider opening to more streams in a week. But I do understand it does come with heavy prices of social batteries getting spent and needing recharging. And I'm not sure if I am at a point quite yet where I can afford to be streaming 4 times or more a week. So I wonder if it wouldn't be too troublesome for people subscribe or following to receive notifications for streams on other times that are less scheduled for a little while. Again, though, this week is a little bit of a clusterfuck. And ooh, yes, I should probably repeat it one more time while there's more people right now. Concerning the stream schedule for this week, I have not updated it yet. This week really makes it hard for me to figure out whether or not I will be able to show up on time for those 3 streams this week. So, and I'm not too sure how to change my usual format to kind of show this doubt in it. So I think I'm just gonna write I'm gonna write a paragraph and post it as a PNG saying this week's gonna be a little bit of an exception. There's definitely gonna be streams, but we just don't know when exactly. So I apologize for the lack of security coming concerning this week's streams. I'll still try to show up. I promise. International hours here, for example, your stream starts at 3 to 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. and now are to 9 p.m. Yeah, I have been able to stream for much longer hours now. Do we say thanks to the medication? I don't know. It's not a bad idea. I think it's like a loot box on whether we're going to get a stream then. It would probably be more like a nice extra instead of something that we'll actually expect. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this week is definitely going to be the exception, but... I also wonder if it's worth putting on the stream schedule. Like, heck, I'll start streaming on Tuesdays, but Tuesdays are likely to get cancelled or something. Like a little warning. Almost, you know what? What part of this Daruma should I actually line art and which one should I just do in the coloring stage? Ooh, that's hard. That's hard. Probably a schedule in internet can be called notification. Notifications only happen when I actually start streaming. They don't start unless I stream. I hope so. God, I hope so. Imagine if you guys get notified even when I just look up my stream page just to change the next title for next stream. Oh, I hope not. I hope not. You know, whenever I draw nails like this, it reminds me of this one classmate of mine who really, really liked cats. Her entire personality was like was like centered around cats. Mind you, she was about 7 years old at the time, right? It's normal to have little fascinations back then, around that age. But now here's the kicker. She liked anything that had to do with cats. Catwoman from Batman, she said she wanted to grow up to be like her. And specifically, she said, she would say, when I'm old enough to choose whatever I want to do with my nails, I'm gonna make sure that my nails are in the shape of cat claws. I was like, girl, that's a lot. And she's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Just you watch. I wonder if she did it. I wonder if she's living her best cat life right now. Or even more so, because anime wasn't a big thing back then, right? I wonder if she's now more like a... kind of like a weeb nickel girl. Which is like definitely a different vibe than Catwoman, right? But still a vibe nonetheless. She must be out there living her best life. I know, right? I wonder if I can remember her name and try to look her up on the online. Ah, I remember her first name. I don't remember her last name. Yeah, all that to say, whenever I draw characters with nails like this, I just think about her. I wonder what she's up to now. Wait, I kind of did do some pretty decent progress on this. Tell me why now. I just kind of convinced myself that we barely did any progress on the line art. God, this eye is gonna be the end of me. Ugh. Oh, actually, maybe just 1 second. Come on, type, keyboard, type. Ah, there you go. Oh, so now my control key just straight up won't work. Before it was overworking, now it just won't work. Amazing. You could transform like Yoruichi or maybe Professor McGonagall. Oh yeah, she loved Professor McGonagall. Definitely lesser than Catwoman. But I'm guessing she wanted to be like her when she's older. Perhaps, mayhaps. Come on, there you go. God, these curves are hard. These curves got hands. There you go. Could I just? No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking for a friend. But could I just? Could I just? Close enough. Ah. Honestly, we'll take it. Let's see. References. There's nothing here. Nothing here to see. No. But there is hair clips, so we're gonna add these hair clips. At first glance, I thought these were just hair highlights, but I guess they're hair clips. Oh, it's kind of hard to see on this side. I'll have to ask Tim if he's okay with me not drawing it at all on this side, or if I should go out of my way to show it. And let's just add this little maru bows. 4 minutes left to work? Yeah, we got this. Ah. Actually, how does he design his maru bows? Oh, not on this one. Okay. Tim. Maybe this one? Okay, it's like a little coin. Oh, and then the eyes. And they got a little bit of it. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, break time. Or rather, we are now officially at the end of this stream. We have done how many Pomodoros? I think we did 8 Pomodoros. Holy shit, that's a lot. We got to the long break. Not, may I say, the longest of breaks. So, thank you very much, everyone, for accompanying me through today's work session. We did an amazing 8 Pomodoros. I am so happy, so proud, not only of myself, but of you as well, who has worked with me today. Let's see. So, as I mentioned, today, this week's stream schedule is going to be a little bit up in the air. Definitely want to have a stream in sometimes on Wednesday and on Friday. Might add an extra stream through somewhere inside within that week, but no promises on that 4th stream. I'm still trying to debate whether to update the stream schedule to reflect that, because it's a little bit hard to reflect a stream that's going to be up in the air, you know? But you who have reached the end of the stream, you know what's going on. You know what's up, right? And if this lack of security concerning the stream schedule is too much to handle, that's fine. Hopefully by next week things are gonna be back on schedule, and I just hope I get to catch every single one of you guys at another later time, whichever time matches both of our schedules, really. I would like to remind you to stop shrimping. Check that posture. Before I leave you to your own devices, make sure to hydrate, make sure to stretch, make sure to do a little bit of self-love, even if you're doing this by yourself. You got this. If you got to do some decent progress in your work, I'm so happy I managed to be part of it and to help you achieve that. If not, then let's have a little bit of empathy on ourselves and know that it happens once in a while to have those days off. And what counts is that you did put the time and effort towards it, and we got somewhere in the end, you know? With that said, thank you very much. I'll see you guys in a later stream. And yeah, papayas, everyone.